ready to dive into The Alchemist. I mean, this book, it sold over 150 million copies, which is wild. But it's more than just a good story. We're going deeper this time.
It's true. There's this deceptively simple story, a shepherd, a dream, but Coelho packs it with this timeless wisdom that just resonates.
Totally. We're unpacking The Alchemist, figuring out its core message and how it applies to you listening right now. Get ready for some aha moments.
Even if someone's never picked up the book, these themes, they tap into something universal we all experience, you know?
For sure, that feeling of, is this it? That's where we find our main man, Santiago. Picture this: Andalusia, sunny hills, sheep, the whole bit. Coelho even mentions how Santiago uses his jacket to sweep the church floor he sleeps in.
It really grounds you in the setting, right? This ordinary life, but with this undercurrent of longing for something more.
Then, bam, the recurring dream hits. Treasure at the pyramids, it's so real, so persistent, almost like it's choosing him.
It's like that classic call to adventure, but it speaks to all of us. Most just ignore it, but Santiago goes to an old woman who interprets dreams. She's not messing around either, demanding a cut of the treasure if he finds it.
Now, that's an investment. But life's kind of like that, eh? Even before chasing a dream, there's a price. Maybe not gold, but that courage, those what-ifs.
It's like Coelho saying, how bad do you really want it? And this is where Melchizedek comes in, calling himself the king of Salem. This is where things go from interesting story to life-changing.
Okay, so who is this Melchizedek guy? I feel like he's kind of important.
He's the one who drops this huge concept, your personal legend. Basically, deep down, we all have a purpose, this unique thing that fits us perfectly. Maybe not glamorous, but it's ours to uncover.
Wait, so I have a personal legend. You're saying there's a path meant just for me?
Absolutely. Melchizedek says to Santiago, it's what you've always wanted to accomplish. We've all felt that pull towards something we can't explain, right? That could be your personal legend whispering.
Okay, mind officially blown. So how's Santiago react to this whole personal legend bombshell? Just hop on the next camel to Egypt?
Well, he's definitely intrigued. But remember, he's a shepherd, not Indiana Jones. Leaving everything behind is scary. But this is where Coelho gets us. Melchizedek tells Santiago something powerful. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
So it's not just about wanting it. You got to commit, and then the universe steps in. Oh, well, you need to unpack that.
It's not like a magic trick, more like once you take that leap, you start seeing possibilities you didn't before. But it's still on you to make choices.
Which makes what Santiago does next so amazing. He goes for it, sells his sheep, heads to Tangier, and gets robbed almost immediately. Talk about a reality check.
That's life, though, right? This journey, it's not some fairy tale. Coelho doesn't sugarcoat the doubts, the setbacks. It's about how Santiago responds. Will he give up or rise to the challenge?
And rise he does. He could have just crawled back home defeated. But he uses his shepherd skills, those instincts, to get a job with the crystal merchant.
And that's not just a random side quest. Remember that universe conspiring thing? The crystal merchant dreams of Mecca, but he's too scared to go. Santiago, by helping the shop thrive, is picking up skills and connections that'll be huge for his journey later. The universe working behind the scenes, even when it seems random.
Wow, never thought of it that way. Okay, omens. It's like the universe texting us clues, but with cryptic emojis.
Exactly. And Santiago's journey, it's full of them. Like when he's messing with his stones and accidentally shows the crystal merchant how to make more money, that's an omen guiding him toward his path, even if he doesn't realize it yet. Those gut feelings, those little signs.
It's not just about Santiago and his sheep-turned-treasure quest either. There are all these other seekers he meets, each on their own journey.
Right, like that saying, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. The crystal merchant, that camel driver, talking about living in the present echoes of that same longing Santiago feels. A reminder that none of us are on this journey alone.
And then the desert. Talk about a metaphor for life. This vast, harsh landscape. It forces Santiago to face his fears, his doubts, his own strengths.
That camel driver has this amazing line. Because I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you'll be a happy man. How often do we get stuck worrying about tomorrow or dwelling on yesterday and forget to just be present, like right now, in this conversation?
It's so easy to get caught up in the what-ifs.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about The Alchemist. These little bits of wisdom just hit you right between the eyes.
Totally. And just when things seem to be calming down, they arrive at the oasis. This peaceful, beautiful haven. And that's where Santiago meets Fatima, their love story. It's intense.
Definitely. But also kind of bittersweet. To follow his personal legend means leaving this amazing woman behind? That's got to be tough.
It goes back to that sacrifice idea. Sometimes choosing your path means making hard decisions, even in love. But what's beautiful is that Fatima understands. She sees his purpose, his need to go, and she encourages him. It's a different kind of love, one that recognizes growth and change.
Like she already knows love shouldn't hold you back, it should set you free.
Exactly. And just when things seem to be calming down, bam, tribal wars break out. Now the caravan is stuck, and Santiago has this agonizing choice. Stay with Fatima in this paradise or risk everything to finish what he started.
Tough call. What's a guy got to do to catch a break?
And as he's wrestling with this impossible decision, a new figure enters the scene, shrouded in mystery and maybe a little magic. The Alchemist.
The Alchemist. He sounds like he walks straight out of a movie. But there's this depth to him. Like he doesn't just talk wisdom, he lives it.
It's true, he's not just giving Santiago a cheat sheet to life. He's guiding him, helping him tap into his own inner wisdom, you know?
Yeah, like that saying, the teacher appears when the student is ready.
Exactly. And Santiago needed someone to have faith in him, maybe more than he did at that point. Plus, there's that whole bit about the wind telling the alchemist Santiago was coming. That always stuck with me.
Oh yeah, it's like we're all connected in ways we don't understand.
Right. Makes you think about those times you randomly think of someone and they call you out of the blue.
Seriously. Gives me chills just thinking about it. But the Alchemist, he's not all cosmic vibes and desert wisdom, is he?
No, he definitely puts Santiago through it. Remember that story about the man trying to understand his son's legacy? His son becomes this famous poet, but it's a simple phrase the son said as a soldier that truly lives on.
Reminds me of that quote, something like, people might forget what you said or did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
Exactly. We can chase achievements, but it's the impact we have on others that truly matters.
So what about the treasure? Does Santiago find it?
He does reach the pyramids, which, let's be real, is incredible in itself. But the treasure, it's not what he expects. It's like the universe was saying the destination was only half of it. The real treasure was the journey, the person Santiago became along the way.
It's like they say, it's about the journey, not the destination.
And here's the kicker. The actual treasure, the gold, it was back in Spain the whole time, buried under that sycamore tree where Santiago had his first dream.
Are you serious? All that for something he could have dug up in his backyard.
But that's the point, right? If he hadn't left, hadn't gone through those trials, he wouldn't have been ready for it. He'd still be that same shepherd, dreaming the same dream.
That is so true. And in the end, he goes back to Fatima. It's like he's not just returning to her, but to himself.
Yeah.
This new, wiser version of himself.
Exactly. He found the real treasure all along within himself. And that's what Coelho leaves us with, isn't it? The question isn't if you have a personal legend, is what are you going to do to uncover it? What will you risk to chase that dream? That's the adventure worth having.
And that's our deep dive into Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so connect with us on social media and let us know what resonated with you. Until next time, keep seeking your own personal legend.